guys, welcome to yet another session of the pre-match discussion with our Arsenal Mumbai members. We've got Brian, we've got Neeraj, Sham, and Shehbaz with us today to discuss about how the week has been and what's in store for Arsenal. We come back home at Emirates and we play Sheffield United in the Premier League. So let's see what we got in store. Let's start away with Sham. We played two back-to-back games at Anfield. Our record at Anfield stretches back to 2012 when we last won the game. It wasn't a very convincing win last night, but it's a win nevertheless. So, what do you think? How different these two games, in the space of 4 days were?
First of all, yesterday's win was quite big for me, especially because we wanted to break the jinx, at Anfield. If you look back at the game on Monday night, so it was totally different. Even though we stuck to our game and stuck to what we wanted to do, like playing from the back, we couldn't execute it properly. But that was totally different last night because Gabriel was quite comfortable with the ball, and then when he had to defend, he was quite strong as well. Like in 2, 3 occasions, I saw him defending Salah, wherein he was quite comfortable.
Playing twice against Liverpool at Anfield with their gameplay, it's quite exhausting for the players as well because they like to run a lot and what they call jagging press. So they just close down their players and they run around all over the field. Each and every player of them, you would find them running. When they lose the ball, they just go ahead and close down the opposition. That's what they do, and it's quite exhausting for the players as well because playing the same kind of opposition twice in a week is not, it's not easy. I feel it's a very good win, though we did not win after the 90 minutes, but still it's a win. I'll take that. And what we talked about winning at Anfield, I would personally want us to win in Premier League at Anfield. That's what I'm looking forward to.
It's a welcome change from a. I was very positive about the Premier League game as well. I really thought we could nick off at least 1 point from Anfield. I've been very honest. And apart that, probably one moment when had Laka scored that converted that chance, I'll be brave enough and say that we could have gone for the win as well. We suddenly got more control over the midfield. Ceballos had a good game. Xhaka had a good game. So that link, which I believe was missing in the Premier League, El Neni, I think a combination of El Neni and Xhaka somehow I feel gets too defensive and we sort of lose that link. However, that is what changed. Ceballos got more of the ball. He puts together those passes. He sends those through balls and etc. The match yesterday sort of is the blueprint which I think we'll have to follow in terms of our defense and our midfield. I somehow feel that some of the younger players, they did not make the mark I expected them to make. So, for example, I felt Willock did not have such a good game. And among the youth players, he has been around for a really long time. That is probably the only worrying factor that, few of the younger players who should have taken this game as a chance and for whom this should have been a statement of intent, that didn't happen. Personally, I feel this time in the cup, we'll win the next game as well. And I see us going at least up to the finals in this case.
Gabriel, I think that this match played really well when they were attacking. Making sure that Gabriel making sure that he was the first man ahead, and noticing like from the first 2 matches that he played, you can obviously notice that the defense gets like such a moral boost like when he's there. Though he cannot speak English, he's trying to just tell the players what to do, and that's what we really want to see. And honestly, I kind of feel like he should have played like the Liverpool match, but I think not push Gabriel because it's like a really tough match. It can be like a complete confidence booster. Like it will take him down if like suddenly something happens and like the fans, we don't want anything to happen like that. So I think so he was just holding him back, and we prefer like in the second match anyway, it's a cup game. He's got less pressure on him. It's nothing that important. Let him play and let him shine, let him grow, because you need to realize this is his first season. He's just growing into it.
Think with Gabriel not starting at Liverpool, I'll just go back to what happened last season with Ceballos. So if you remember last season, I think we played Burnley at home and Ceballos had a man of the match performance, right? Then we traveled to Anfield. Not such a good performance by Ceballos, and it took a lot of time for him to recover from that. Players, and to be really honest, a forward like line like Liverpool can give any defense a bad day. So
Yeah.
probably what he felt was that, let's not expose him to that right now, not have something like what Ceballos had last year. Uh, Probably that played in mind. Gabriel for me is, one of those no nonsense defenders. He'll have his quiet game. He'll be one of those guys who will not be not win a lot of man of the match awards, but he will do what he's supposed to do.
Gabriel on the left center back would be phenomenal because he's a no nonsense defender, right? Whatever comes his way, he just clears it off, or he just go around and drags to the side, giving Leno that much of space to pass it on to him. We always try to go ahead and play out from the back. And when Liverpool were trying to press us, he is taking the positions where Leno feels comfortable and try to play the ball away, because they were, as we all know, how Liverpool plays, high pressure, press each and every player, close down the opposition. So he was phenomenal in that. Not only in the positioning part, but also aerial duels. I have seen him win quite a few. Speaking about the stats of his game, I feel I saw somewhere on scorecard that he won 100% of aerial duels. So that is phenomenal.
So it doesn't come any difficult than this is what I believe. We've got one away game at Leicester that we won, two games away at Anfield. We are yet to play Sheffield United this weekend. We know our Europa League draw, but that is some time away from now. But after Sheffield United, again, we play Man City away, we play Leicester at home, we play United away before we actually, start playing the likes of Aston Villa and Leeds United. That's really, really a difficult run of games that we have lined up for now. How do you think we should approach these games?
I mean, honestly, I feel right now is the best possible time to have these tough away fixtures, right? Without any crowd in the stadium for us, it's a bit of a less pressure for us to go ahead and express ourselves. Whenever we have played against a fellow top four, top six opposition, and we have done well, it has always been when we have gone out there and played the Arsenal way of football. Rarely has it happened that we have tried to scrape it past them. I mean, we are one of the few clubs who will get a 1-0 against maybe a lower and bottom half team, and then score three past a Leicester or a United. The only way to approach it would be like every other, like a cup game. So I don't know what changes, but traditionally when we play in FA Cup against a big opposition, we always tend to do well. We can look at it as like a quarterfinal, semi-final, and a final of a cup game where we need to win. If we have the mentality of probably looking to take 1 point away from any of these games, or we start off like that in a defensive way, we might not end up winning those games.
One thing I noticed in our previous game against Liverpool is that Aubameyang was not at all in the game. So we need to bring him into the game even more. We need to, put him in the box rather than. I mean, he's. I know Arteta is playing him in the wings, but then I believe when the attacks come from the right wing, I mean the crosses coming from the right wing, he will be a right person to poach those balls at the back post. And when you see at the run of fixtures against clubs such as City and Leicester and even United, they even though they are very good going forward, they are still not very good defensively. They concede a lot of goals. Leicester and City especially, City and United. Those games we should go for the kill. And Leicester, we have a very good, record against them. So then I guess we should again go for the kill and aim for all 12 points, including Sheffield. Yeah, and of course after Sheffield there is an international break, if I'm not wrong. It helps for other players as well to regenerate and also recover from any of the nicks and knocks during the game.
We need to look at each and every fixture as a single game, because each and every team that we're gonna face have different setups, and different setups needs a different tactics, and ours depends on how Arteta sets up our team. So the fitness factor would play. Obviously, we have an international break after the Sheffield game, but still we have back-to-back games after that. City away, then Leicester, then United, Leeds. So it's not going to be easy. Again, and fitness plays a big part in all those games because it's going to be a high intensity games. It's not like we are playing against some bottom half teams and we'll just pass around the ball and try to score, and we have Pepe, Aubameyang, and everyone in the front who will score goals for fun. It's not going to be like that. We are still in a transition period, and we'll have to look at each and every game in a different perspectives. Obviously, I would want us to pick up all the points, but again, it takes a lot of hard work. It takes a lot of fitness levels to achieve that, and we just need to be realistic over here.
Like we were talking about how we should take each game at a time and everybody has different formation. I'm more towards like an inclination that this next few weeks are going to be one of the fun times for all of us as fans because we're going to miss football for 1 week. And then we have 3 weeks of continuous football, and it's going to be fun. We have Arteta versus Pep, and then we have Arteta versus Brendan Rodgers, and then we have Arteta versus Ole.
Probably because of the high level of competitiveness, we will have more difficult fixtures this season. So it won't be patches where one, two, or three teams run away with the top, then three teams fight for the next European places, and then the others follow in. I at least see 8 to 9 teams who are good enough or who are top six, top four material. City will be a stretch, but in terms of points, if I have to talk about City, Leicester, and United, we need to aim 6 points off the three matches.
So Sheffield United is a very interesting team because even they play three at the back. But only different with the three at the back is they have something which we call the inverted centre back. But as we've been seeing like the season, Sheffield have not even scored a goal yet. And that comes because they don't have like a proper striker. Like last year, they were like the surprise element of like they were literally like to before lockdown fighting for like a European like right after promotion right for Europe, and that is like quite a jump because it's like a huge thing, and they're not like Liverpool who will have like an intense press on you all the time and they'll play that one way again and again. They'll have the fluidity, and that's what we should be careful about. And I think Sir Arteta is ready about that. And as you know, in the previous season, we didn't play that well against them until the FA Cup quarter final. But other than that, Sheffield United is a team which it is going to be fun to watch because again, like a tactician against another tactician. Against Sheffield United, you cannot soak in the pressure because the pressure is the entire team coming onto you. It's going to be a close game in my opinion. And if you are asking for my prediction, it's going to be like a Arsenal winning by like a 1 goal lead. I don't know if it'll be like a 3-2 or a 2-1, but it's not going to be a clean sheet in my opinion.
What I have seen Arteta do this season particularly is the last time when we played West Ham at home, he started with that four at the back. This is going to be his approach moving forward to the season, playing four at the back at home and playing three at the back away from home. We should play four at the back at home because we cannot let Sheffield come onto us and try to absorb the pressure. No, we just cannot let that happen because we saw what happened against West Ham. They were running onto us, and we had our own problems throughout the game. We just like grinded out that result. We weren't that impressive in that game. We need to take the learnings from that particular West Ham game and try to implement over here and play four at the back.
With Sheffield, I think they were on a brilliant before the lockdown happened, and then when Project Restart happened, they have gone downhill. So they are low on confidence, and right now would have been a great time to just hit them with the aura which Arsenal carries and play like Arsenal and show them that the huge gap which is there between us. I am pretty much confident about the game. I think we will concede owing to the set plays and just the sheer physical dominance they have. But I think we will score much more than them. I'll be brave enough to say this might be one of those games where we score a lot of goals. I mean, I'm hoping for an Aubameyang hat trick.
One expects a hat trick from the star man Aubameyang, and one expects it to be a cagey affair. Let's see how this game pans out this Sunday. You can join us for the Arsenal Mumbai watch along sessions as well that we host with all our Arsenal Mumbai members. Thank you for your time, Sham, Shebaz, Brian, and Neeraj. It was great discussing this game with you and the aspects around it. We will shortly see you again soon with the next session. Come on, you Gunners!
Come on, you Gunners!